We're here in Juarez, Mexico, on our first missions trip as Ace Hoops. A little over a year ago, 2008, my best friend from high school, Andy, people called him Ace, died in a tragic car accident in Minnesota. And he was a guy who just had a passion for kids, a passion to serve and love and use the gifts that God had given him to bless other people and further his kingdom. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're putting on a basketball clinic for 75 or so kids and using the game to further his kingdom, to love and serve and invest in kids.
When we came across the border, I was just struck by the extreme poverty here in Mexico. And we pulled up to the children's home, and it is kind of like an oasis in the middle of Juarez where these children can go and they can come and they can play. They don't have a lot, but what they do have here, they're thankful for, and it's a good place for them to come.
They're just so excited for us to be here. They're so excited to be loved because so many of these kids they've been neglected, they've been given up, they're orphaned, they've been fending for themselves, and this is the first place that they've been able to just be kids and be loved and feel God's love. It's just really neat to be a part of that.
Oversight at camp is absolutely just crazy. We're basically trying to teach basketball skills to soccer players, which is complicated at times, but at the same time it's a blast because it's something that we have a passion for, it's something that they have a passion for, but it's complete opposites.
Basketball, we're starting off the day. We're teaching these kids something called the chalk talk of the day, whether it's principles such as having fun, trusting in your teammates, integrity, all that kind of stuff. And then we go into a skill for the day, whether it be defense, shooting, passing, and from there we work off that into our sessions where we put the kids in groups. And once they're in groups, we'll work with them specifically on those skills that we taught them, and also just playing games, just having some fun with them.
Okay, kids in Mexico play soccer or football or whatever. Kids do not play basketball. I realize that. But they have completely taken to it, I think. Kids, when we give them free time, they don't pick up a soccer ball, they are picking up basketballs. And I think it's so cool.
I think they've really just embraced the whole idea of basketball, even though they're not familiar with it. They love competition, they love the relationships they have with all of us that are here, and I think basketball is just kind of like a tool that we've used, and we've just kind of come in with that and used that to just to kind of reach the kids.
Some of the hardest and most challenging parts are really trying to communicate with the kids. Because barely any of them speak English, you have to use a lot of hand signals and a lot of other different ways of communicating with them, which it makes it challenging, but also makes it even more rewarding when you can teach them something and they can teach you something.
Even though I'm not fluent in Spanish, it's awesome, just a little bit that I know, being able to say, how do you say this, and point to something, or how do you say this, and when it clicks, the moment it clicks, it's awesome. It's a great feeling to know that you both are on the same page and you both know what's going on.
Within that basketball and that life skill piece as well, we try to integrate faith. And being that so many of these kids are coming from difficult backgrounds, we try to really hammer away the point that they have a God who loves them, a God who cares for them and is always there for them. We do this through skits, through coaches' reflections, and we start out with music.
I just really felt like the music was a way we could reach the kids. It's a universal language that we can all relate to and we can all be excited about, and even though we didn't know all the Spanish words and all the translation for the music, it was just so easy to just watch the kids, how they love to sing, how they love to dance. It was easy to catch their excitement and their enthusiasm, and it was just an amazing time each afternoon to be able to worship with them.
The kids at this home have had to grow up way too fast and have seen way too much, and it's been cool this week to just give them a chance to play and to turn into kids again, to learn their names and to hear part of their stories, and for them to learn about me. It's like we're crossing these lines. Like, I'm from Minnesota and they're from Mexico, and somehow we're able to like have this relationship. I think that's honestly one of the most powerful things that can happen in life, is to just cross those like cultural barriers and language barriers, and these kids are just dying to give you a hug, dying for attention, and I just feel so blessed and lucky that I'm the one who's able to give that to them, because I am getting so much more from them than I'm sure I'm giving to them.
They're climbing an uphill battle because so many of them have been told that they aren't going to be somebody, that they aren't good enough. And so they're here and they're trying to show us, I am somebody. I'm going to be good at something here. And basketball is the thing that they're striving to be the best at this week.
The bottom line is love. We seek to invest in youth, and in doing so, bring them to a place where the Spirit can work and move. Basketball has no saving grace, but it can be used as an avenue to bring youth to a place where God can be felt, experienced, and seen.